morning, traders, viewers. Bruce Michael, key level trader here. I'm watching Marathon Petroleum MPC. Got an order in to go short, 1600, 32.05. This stock is weak today relative to the rest of the market. That's actually it's the weakest one I have on my watch list that I developed this morning from my scans. It's at the low of the day while the market has rallied to come back to the high of the day, even though it's down about 80 points. Looking for this to break that 32.06 level at the time we'll go short, and we are about there right now. Terrible fill, 32.01 and a half roughly, which is a hell of a lot further away than 32.05. With that, I'm going to place my stop at 32.10. Traders, we are now near the low of the day, 31.90, up about 150, not a big deal right now. I moved my stop to 32.07, and probably I'm going to go to break even very shortly. Now up $250, so certainly I think I need to do that now. Let's do that. Go to 32 even here, which should get me out just about even with even after commissions. And I'm gonna let this go again. You guys know, watched a few of these things. Looking to go down here to blue, which is 31.05. Got a long way to go, so I'm up to 2 minutes and a half on this thing. I'm going to put it on pause, and I will keep you posted. I'm going to come back in a minute or two, just give you an overview of the daily and the weekly as soon as I get myself really settled in here, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so I'm looking at the first my daily. Again, you guys know daily is 130-minute candles, 3 per day. This level here was possible support, which it didn't hold, by the way. 31.72 was that low. Not that that to me doesn't really ever signify support level, but it potentially could have. It is sitting right at that level right now, so in that I'm up about $400. I had the room so that even if that does turn out to be support and it bounces back from there, I had the room to let it go and see whether or not it could test, and then hopefully it will break through that and continue on down. It does trade kind of choppy though, as you can see. I mean, this is a pretty ratty looking chart, so we'll have to monitor it and see how it goes with that. As far as the weekly is concerned, same thing, showing the lowest prices here are just around, well, it's 31.24, 31.30. I'm trying to get to below those levels, so this is going to be a real test to see whether or not those levels hold. If I can get down to this blue line, obviously they didn't hold. Right now, interestingly, they are holding right around that 31.70 mark, so we'll see how that goes. The market is a little bit off its highs, but it did rally pretty strong. I'm going to show you that. It gapped down here and then rallied strong, and while this was rallying up here, MPC really did not budge much. This was the best it could do right here, and then it continued on down. So we're down near the lows of the day. The low is actually 31.61 at this point, 5 cents away from that, and we got some good volume coming in here. Even on this candle where they tried to press it up, the bulls tried to take it over and bring it back up. You can see what happened. The moved up to this previous high here and then came right back down through the level, and that's where I took it. Put this back on pause. I'm going to continue to monitor this, and I will keep you guys posted on how this trade progresses. Just want to show you a tool that I use to determine the positions relative to the market that stocks trade in. This particular window in TradeStation is called a radar screen. And what I did here is I have a indicator that I created which tells me where in the day's trading range the stock is trading. So if the stock is trading near its highs, like Children's Place is here, this will be very close to 1. Something that's in the middle of its range would be like Dendrion. It would be obviously be around 0.5, and the stocks that are at the low of the day have the lowest value down here. And in the case of the stocks that I'm watching today, MPC is the one that's closest to the low of the day. So when you look at it relative to the market, here's the market SSO. I use the SSO, as you guys know. SSO is about in the middle, and MPC is down near the low. So relative to the market, MPC continues to be weak, and that was the premise by which I took that trade. So just wanted to point that one out to you. Okay, viewers, we're down here 31.45 roughly, just a shade off the low of the day. MPC continues to be the weakest stock that I have on my list. SSO is pretty much about the same place it was, about the middle of its range. So I'm going to be patient with this. I am going to move my stop a little bit to make sure I lock in more than what I currently have here. So I'm going to go and lock in, say, $250 roughly. So I got a 31.85 stop, which is, that's a long way from where I am now. Shame on me if I was to actually let it come all the way back up there and take me out, but just in case something miraculous should happen and this thing skyrockets. So we're looking to hit this blue line, 31.05. I'll probably, if we approach that, hopefully I won't have another SLW on my hands, but when we approach that, I'll probably put up for sale just, well, to buy it, that is, to cover it, just above that 31.05 number. Okay, we hit a low of 31.35, and that's 50 cents away from where we are now, which is crazy for me to leave this stop way up here. I'm going to lock in at least $500 here, 31.70, which is still 40 cents away from where we are now. Currently up a little over a grand, and again pushing down to hopefully get to this 31.05 level. Still got about 25 cents before I'm going to consider putting this up for sale. This is in a pretty good downtrend, though, I have to say, so my hopes are that we're going to actually make it on this one as opposed to that SLW trade. Okay, be back soon. Continuing on down here to the low, up about 1200 now, and I'm going to pull this up to lock in 700 even. So 700 is my worst case scenario on this trade, and we'd have to rally back up to 31.57 for that to happen, which is 20 something cents away. It's been done before. We'll see what happens though. I'm going to keep you updated. I'm going to put this up for sale at 31.07. I'm going to bid for it 31.07. I'll get this right one day, and that would be just shy of hitting that line. Make sure we get out of this one. How much would that be, by the way? Let's take a look at that. 31.07. Okay, that's good. That would be $1,500, and that would be a wonderful trade for a Thursday. Yeah, moving really nice here now. Really starting to come down nice here. Okay, I have my order in here. Cover here at 31.07. And as you can see here, we had a nice spike down with some good volume coming in. Market really not making a move, so this is not really being, what's the word I'm looking for, Bruce? Influenced. That we go with. We're not really being influenced too much by the market. Okay, we are coming down close to the low right now and about to be taken out of this thing. 31.07. I need a couple more pennies here, and let's see if we can't get there in the next few seconds. Close this trade out with $1,500, but $1,500 into the bank. Always takes those last couple of pennies, seem to take forever to get to. Not, we got a partial fill here so far. I got 1476 left. No, that would be a shame if we don't reach this number. I'm going to get down to this number come hella high water here. This is when it gives you agita. You're so close. 7 cents away seems like nothing, but that's how much 7 cents is, right? That's how much of a difference it makes. Alright, it's up there at 31.17. I'm going to hold this order right where it is. I'll be back when we get back down. Okay, we are just about there, folks. Back down here, 31.09 right now. I just need a couple of pennies. I got less than 1,500 shares left here. Only covered 124 when it did tick down there last time. Market was trying to rally, which is what brought it back up. Hopefully that's just a very brief situation, and within the next, geez, I hope the next minute I'm out of this thing and I can close this trade and be done with it. Really giving me agita here. I'm probably the bidder here right now. This, it shows 1386, but we got money in the bank already. I got half the shares covered now. Or they still won't let me buy them back. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Let me switch over here to level 2. Yeah, I got 867 left. People jumping in ahead of me here, and boy, these guys are lifting. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I'm still gonna hold this. You know, this is the thing. When you get down to these levels, unfortunately, they sometimes, you know, well, a lot of times they act as support, which is essentially what we're seeing here right now. So I got half of them gone. I got to get rid of these other half here. If I don't get out of this very soon, like in the next minute, I'm going to just close this out, and we'll have maybe 1400 instead of the 1500. But it's going to be silly to watch this thing rally back up again and lose a few hundred. 2 cents away here. If I can get the market maybe to push down a little bit. As I said, it really hasn't been influenced a heck of a lot by the market so far. And I'm hoping it remains that way, because the market is closer to its high than its low. It's up at the 0.66 area in its range. MPC remains at the low of the day, as you can see. Alright, this has gone on long enough. I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to close it. And I think I closed it at very close to what I wanted anyway. Okay, so my average price there was 31.09, which was 2 cents shy of where I wanted to get out. Okay, this was a great trade. I hope you guys learned a little something about day trading by watching this. I try to teach a little bit of how I do things in each one of my videos. Even if you're not a day trader, I hope at least it was a little entertainment for you. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.